Hello everyone, how is it going? Today we are going to look at GitHub commands that will help you stash and retrieve changes, unstage file, and undo commits or roll back to a prior commit. Basically, we'll cover scenarios where you are facing issues and want to undo changes or get rid of code and start over so you can continue with your work. I have GitHub repo open and I am working with SQL_DB repository. We have folder structure in place. I have a dimension folder, and inside it, I have a tables folder. In tables folder, we have a customer table DDL where we are defining the table. We will manipulate this file in the upcoming exercises. I'll move back to the base of the repo and copy the URL to clone it. I'll switch back to my PC and open the terminal. You can use git bash or command prompt. I will navigate to the folder where I want to clone this repo. I will issue git clone command and paste the URL. This will clone the repository locally. And I will navigate inside SQL_DB folder and start making my changes. All the files are copied locally in this directory. I can open the file in a code editor. I will be using the VS Code. This is the table script open in the initial state in Visual Studio Code. We are on the main branch and I will go ahead and make a change to the file. I am going to paste a primary key constraint and save the file. VS Code picks up the change and flags that this file is modified and we have one pending change in this repo. I'll switch back to the terminal and run a git status command. It tells us we have customer SQL file modified. However, we want to make this change under a feature branch, not the main branch. So we'll have to switch the branch, but we don't want to lose our changes. So this is where stash comes in handy, and we can save our changes with the git stash save command. We can enter a descriptive comment to help us identify the stash. Let's issue a git status command and we don't have any changes. This means the changes are saved in the stash. So now we can switch the branch. I'll go ahead and create a new branch with git checkout -b. The -b flags indicate that we are creating the branch. I will call it feature/pk to customer table. We have created the feature branch and switched over to it. We can list the stashes we have locally. So I'll issue a git stash list. This will print out the stash with the ID and the comment. We can run git status to make sure we don't have any changes at the moment. In order to retrieve the changes, we can run git stash apply and in the single quote supply the stash along with the ID. IDs are stored in the curly braces, and I believe on git bash or command prompt, we don't need to wrap the stash within the single quotes. So this is how we save and retrieve changes in Git. Let us stage this change with git add dot. This will stage the changes for a commit. What if we didn't mean to stage this change? Or we added something and the code has issues? We must revert this change. I will print the git status. The file is staged and ready for a commit. Let me clear out the terminal and issue a git reset command. This will unstage the changes. I will print the git status again. Git tells us that we have a modified file, so the reset command rolled back the staged changes. If we want to get rid of the changes completely, we can issue another git reset again. But before doing that, let us look at the file. It still contains our changes from line 30 onward. So I will switch back to the terminal and pass git reset command --hard argument. This will delete all the local changes and point back to a previous commit. Recent changes are gone from the file. So this is how we unstage a change and remove recent changes locally. Now we can carry on with our work. I will revert the change in the file so we can look at how we undo commits. I will print the status to confirm that we have an unstaged change. We can go ahead and add this file with git add dot and commit this file with git commit and provide a comment in quotes adding pk to customer table. We can confirm our changes are committed with a git status. Let's say we no longer need this commit, or there's an issue and we need to roll back. How would we undo it? We will make use of the reset command, but with an additional argument. We'll call the head argument followed by tilde and 1. Once we hit enter, this will unstage our changes. We can confirm with git status. We are back to the first step where we have modified the file. Our changes, however, are still in the file, but they are not staged. If we want to get rid of this change, we can run git reset with -- hard argument, and this will remove the change from the file. This is how we undo a commit. Finally, we are going to see how we roll back to a previous commit. Let's say we want to get rid of the changes we have committed, and we want to roll back to a previous version. I'll print the log with git log. This will print out the commits and the hash along with the commit messages. It is important to provide a descriptive commit message so later you can identify what the commit is doing. Commits are ordered by date in descending order with most recent commit at the top. We can scroll through the commits with space key. We can examine our file where we have committed 2 changes to the file, and we want to roll back the file before these changes. So I will look for the commit hash where we added the initial table DDL. I'll copy the hash and press Q key to exit the prompt. We can issue a git reset command and pass the commit hash. This will unstage the changes after this commit. The changes are still in the file, but all the commits after this point are unstaged. If we want to get rid of these changes, then once again, you guessed it, we will do a hard reset along with the commit hash. Now the head is pointing to the initial commit where we push the table DDL. Our file has changed and those 2 changes are gone from the file. This is how we revert to an earlier commit and delete the changes from our files. This is all for now. If you like the content, be sure to like and subscribe. Post any questions or comments that you may have, and see you in the next video.